Hey, my name is Dominique True, and I'll be doing the voiceover for the main GUI.
My name's Alina. I'll be explaining the second GUI, doing plotting.
And this is John Sienkiewicz. I'll be doing the voiceover for the estimated moving average.
Alright, let's get it on. Before we begin, all the information you're about to see is indexed from a three-dimensional array categorized by commodity, month, and year. To begin, let's click the button Click Here. On click, a drop-down menu is presented to you with commodity indices or individual commodities. Take your pick to move on to the next step. Upon selection, a new drop-down menu is presented to you depending on what your previous selection was. Since we just selected individual commodities, we are presented with a full list of the individual commodities. We will now select nickel melting grade and click Get Data to get the actual data for it.
So on the next GUI that's brought up, you have the choices how you want to plot your data. So first you could plot it by monthly if you'd like. So we'd select any month you want. Let's just do August. And then you select Get Month. And it takes that to come up. And then it plots it each year going by that month. And then you can see your data come out by price. So let's say you want to plot it by monthly, quarterly, or yearly. What you do is you select a starting date and an ending date, and then you can select Get Monthly, and that'll show your data of monthly. Then you can plot your data either by quarterly or yearly. And then if you want to go back and select a different data range, let's just say you want to do it 1994, 1987 to 1990s, 1987 to 1997. You just have to start at Get Monthly, and then you can go through and do it by quarterly or yearly. And then up here you can see your title with the commodity, the year range, and how you're plotting it. And then we'll go on to the third GUI.
The other option from the main GUI is the option to get the predictions based off EMA values.
Alright, so for the EMA values, once you select Get a Prediction, it'll bring up the 5 specified indices that you can get a prediction for: crude oil, copper, aluminum, cotton, and cocoa. So I guess we'll just click cotton, and then since all aluminum, and since all the data is indexed only up to October 2013, this estimated moving average will give you the option to grab a date to November and just get a prediction for that specified date. So I guess just click 18th. Once you have all that selected, just click Predict, so you'll get your value. And this chart that you see here isn't going to be in the final product because obviously it wasn't specified to, but I'm just showing it to explain what the estimated moving average is. It's basically a smoothed out version of the data that ignores the outliers and just obviously smooths them down to this nicer graph so you can more accurately get predictions. And this little red line that you see here, that's based off of the estimating moving average, which, by the way, I decided to use a 10-day period for using K value of 0.1818, which I was able to calculate giving some online resources. But this red value right here is the polyval, polyfit little section of the graph, which is based off the last 3 years, which will give you the trends in the prices based on the last 3 years and not the entire data. Otherwise, it will be pretty erratic. And based on the best correlation, the polynomial will obviously just extend over from 406, which is the last month in 2013 of October, to 407, which is the end of November, and then you can just get a prediction for whatever you want. And so I'll just show you the other type of predictions. And yeah, that's the estimated moving average.
And that concludes our presentation for this project.